2015 World Championship, Game 1, Fnatic versus Invictus Gaming. Crumbs, we're starting
Fnatic,
with you.
baby. It's gotta be. These are the guys. I'm hoping these guys can take it somewhere. You know, I'm putting in a little extra love instead of analysis into this. I want them to do well. You know, I want to see a Western team. And the shame that happens is that throughout the entire season, there's always NA versus EU. And then when it happens that the EU team is better, all the people from NA are just like, yeah, we'll cheer for EU now. So
you got to get behind those Western teams at Worlds, Monty.
You may be surprised, but with equal numbers of Korean players on both of these teams, I actually, I can't just go by my default of who has more Koreans. So it's definitely going to be Fnatic for me as well. I think this team is going to be very, very sharp coming in here. They really buckled down in their boot camp in Korea, I know. And they obviously had a great season in Europe, and they will be a major threat here. I also just think they're more consistent than IG. And I think that Yellowstar and Reckless is a very favorable matchup for Kid and Kitties. For me, it depends on, can Forbidden stay alive in that mid lane? Because that synergy between Kakao and Rookie is extraordinary.
So it's not just a math equation this time. There is thought behind it. Next up, Yamato.
Well, of course, I'm going to go for Fnatic as well, simply because I like to go for the solid choice. I feel like at this point, IG is like rolling a dice, and but IG doesn't have a 6. That's the problem, you know?
All right, well, there you have it. The desk is in unison for Game 1 of the 2015 World Championships. We're going to have to mix things up later in the show, gentlemen.
I'm actually a little bit surprised because of how dated feeling Fnatic's champions look like. No one was expecting really...
come out slightly ahead in that trade, as he did know Reinover was right behind Tabaka.
Well, also a very early Sightstone from Kakao once again. So he's going for some pretty strong river ward control. I don't necessarily expect Kakao to get in for some deep wards. And an interesting choice there. Huni had a big wave, but Kakao actually, Zatai allowed it to kill the turret, and he might look to freeze this. That's somewhat dangerous.
That's how Fnatic can keep trying to snowball this tower advantage. They already built up with the first one, and in fact, none of their towers took any damage.
Yellowstar's in trouble. He's already taunted and needs to flash over the wall. Zatai's hungry for blood. He's come forward as well. Use those broken wings over. 3 members of IG on nearby.
Level 7 for Kakao, so now the ganks can start happening, and he's going in on Rookie!
Oh, Rookie's gonna flash the cocoon! Summon a spell blown at the cost of Reinover's flash.
Yeah, even so, Rookie still has cleanse, even if the cocoon, though he is level 6. He still hasn't upgraded Cinderhulk, whereas Reinover's been sitting on his jungle upgrade for quite some time. This entire sector of the map, where because of the positioning of the mid and top laner we expected IG to be strong on, has actually been heavily controlled by Fnatic through champion select, through lane swapping, and through their play.
Exactly.
And that allows them to get the first dragon, extending the gold lead to 1,600. All of that free time for Huni is just money in the bank.
Kind of lost control of a lot of this. The Vision War is being won by Fnatic, and therefore they're moving down blind, essentially, to where they want to go. Fnatic preempting the other side.
He is on the hunt down the cocoon. Kitties is caught, and he's killed by Reinover. First blood to the Europeans, Fnatic.
Fnatic had the pressure on the top side of the map. They push in the tower, and IG once again returned from base to that top side with Kid and Kitties, and there was nothing they could do. Fnatic has the map control, and then you can go for these plays.
Not only was it a good play, it was a smart play by Fnatic.
Increasing their lead and increasing their advantage. Oh, gentlemen, Yellowstar, he fancies some
nice.
blood, and he's found Kitties, knocks him into Reckless's hands, and Feathervin will take the second kill.
And this is where things just go downhill. As a support, you have no flash, but you're trying to get vision control back on the map, and then you get caught out. You're dead. Your tower now is taking damage.
And Fnatic wants more out of this. They're trying to just snowball this game out of control. They knew the flash was down on Kitties, so they got the repeat gank. Because they killed Kitties, they also get pink ward control inside the jungle of IG, and are looking to push down that low mid lane turret. If Fnatic can get the kills, 3 outer turrets to 0, as well as a move on the second dragon, it would be huge.
Well, take a look at Huni. He's been caught by the crystal arrow. Here comes Kakao. Get over here, he screams. Stand United used to keep Huni alive. Tower is secured in the mid lane as Reckless gets that killing blow. Defensive peel from Fnatic. They're running away. That onslaught of shadows needed to get Huni away. We do see the Sun Disc thrown down for defense, and Feathervin will be able to get out. That was close, but they got the tower.
Yeah, they got the turret. Huni was trying to make
There's just barely any other options, though, for IG. Then try and go down here and try and catch out a target with arrow and then Skarner to get that 1 kill, because otherwise the map is low.
It's essentially Hawkshot into Ash Arrow, but if they do Ash Arrow, the team has to be able to follow. That's a teleport, that's an arrow.
The arrow does go on Feathervin, is instantly cleansed. Dragon secured. They turn their focus to Kakao. There's the team fight. Onslaught of shadows throws IG's backline. retreat. They've traded 1-for-1 thus far, but Reckless takes out Rookie. Now they're looking for Cocoon. He's Cocoon. Cocoon is down. Rainover gets another one. It's a 3-for-1 plus Dragon.
We talked about it here for IG. They were running out of options. This was never going to be the best one, but they had to do something. We see it right here. You try and catch Febvin. He has
Any
a plan.
region knows how to dance around that objective. It's going to be Europe. And look, they're calling IG, saying we dare you to check.
And Fnatic really is far ahead. Fnatic was praised for their ability to come back in some games. The largest Fnatic was down at 20 minutes this year in which they were able to achieve victory was 4,700 gold. They have a larger lead than that over IG right now. So the chance of comeback from IG is actually very low. And either Fnatic would have to make some pretty large mistakes from here on out, or IG would just have to play otherworldly.
Small window with no cleanse on Febvin, but should be ready in just a few seconds, and then that engage option is down. Cacao has flash ready. IG needs to just pick off one target when the fight starts, and you need this Riven to be able to get into the back line and take care of Reckless or Febvin, but there's been no chance for Zitai to have an impact.
Yeah, I mean, part of this goes back to champion select, and another part goes back to the way the lane swap was played out. Cacao is not a jungler who can apply the early jungle pressure to get Riven and Edge. Hecarim then stacked armor, and it's been a beautiful counter pick from there. But now Fnatic, they're going for Baron.
They are indeed. The arrow's coming out. It's connected onto Rainover. It is in fact Febvin that secures Nash. And Victor's going to peel away. That got close. And we did see the teleport come in as well.
Really strange interaction happened right there. Febvin actually put his Azir ultimate up against the Baron wall, and Cacao tried to flash over to steal the Baron, but specifically because the way the soldiers work, unless your entire model is over top of the Azir ultimate, he will get bounced back. So Cacao flashed in, immediately got pushed back.
It was
He
close.
did 700
It was
damage.
close.
This Baron was at 1,000 when his smite did 700.
But Azir wall is not like a normal wall here on the map where you can flash almost over it and you will move to the other side. If you don't flash fully over it, you will always get bounced back. But as we just mentioned before here, IG as a team has been so inconsistent in the LPL, and they've managed to bounce back then in the next game and look fantastic. For them now, they need to figure out what can they do here, but they're so far down at 22 minutes, it should be nearly impossible for this team to come back.
Gentlemen, we saw Yellowstar shoving out that bottom wave. It's a third item QSS for Febvin. Another tower falls. And for the European team on home soil, when European squads have more than 4,000 gold lead at 20 minutes, they are 42-0. That is an exceptional stat. When you've generated an exceptional lead, another tower is going to crumble under the might of Fnatic.
And this is precisely what Fnatic is getting out of this Baron. They're getting the second-tier turrets in almost every wave. The gold difference from before they take this Baron to when the Baron goes out is going to be massive.
And when you can see the support pushing,
Yellowstar is a
Baron
pusher now.
and Stand United,
He just wants to
it's
be part of
fantastic.
this. He just wants to be important as well.
He's getting the wave going. Hootie's coming in on the backside. These are indefensible outer turrets for IG.
Yeah, and of course the right call from Fnatic. No teleport for Huni, so you needed someone else to take in the wave with you. It is going to be Yellowstar. No ban of command yet, slacking a little bit on that one. If it comes in later, then there's nothing IG can do to wave clear as well.
The question marks around which IG would show up are coming to light, and the question marks about just how good are Fnatic on the international? How good are they after their boot camp? They're showing pretty good.
It's one game, but this game isn't even close. Like, Fnatic is absolutely demolishing IG right here. We obviously can't make any conclusions off the first game at Worlds when it's going to be a month-long tournament.
Wait, Fnatic didn't win Worlds yet?
Yeah, it's over.
They're not going to have access to that Spire just yet. Yellowstar and Rainover backs away. Going to use the dash to dodge the death sentence. Everybody's postured very aggressively. Crystal Spire secured for Cacao Scholar. Where is Huni? Mid lane. Let's see if we can find a flanking opportunity.
No home guards from either top lane, so we're not going to see that insane flank coming in from Huni or Zitai, but both teams, they know this next fight will be the fight deciding the game. If IG can manage to win it, they will be able to stall the game. If Fnatic takes it, they should be able to push and open up the base completely. They're starting the Baron. No reason to risk Cacao flashing in and stealing it. Febvin needs to be on point with his ulti if they want to go for
Somewhat
this.
of a dangerous Baron start, but here's the teleport from Huni. He has flank.
He's found Zitai. The onslaught slows him down. Reckless has got one. Rainover flashes over the wall. He's looking for kitties. That's a defensive flash. Emperor's Divide will not pin Cacao to the wall. It's a battle on three fronts, and it's a battle that Fnatic is winning. That's a triple kill for Reckless. There's two more targets in his sight. He's looking for more. Here's the tower dive. Huni is chasing Kid down. A flash away. The Ricochet, it's bouncing, it's spinning. Reckless, can he get more? Boomerang's not there. Huni and Reckless are inside the base of IG.
Fnatic chase so far, and the minion wave is there. That's an inhibitor down, but they're playing the long game. They get the inhibitor and the one fight.
Everything counts for Fnatic. They get the kills. They get a Zhonya's as well from Febvin. Showing off a little bit. Can go back. That's a surrender from IG. They know the game was over.
Invictus Gaming surrender, and the hometown heroes strike first blood at the 2015 World Championships.
Fnatic had a goal lead since 2 minutes into the game. They had a better lane swap. IG were very greedy with the way they moved Zitai around. He got denied. And this conversation from Fnatic had all the answers versus the pick comp from IG.
Yeah, and this is a statement game for Fnatic.